There is some massive news going on with Shiba Inu today that you guys are not going to want to miss. Make sure to watch through the whole video in its length so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. What is going on, guys? Kyle with Finance Bro here. Welcome back to another video. As you can see, we have a new mic today, guys. I got the Shure SM7B. Again, it's a little overkill for what we have right now, but I feel like audio quality is so important, and it's something that you guys in the comments below have complained for quite some time. So I figured I would get a little upgrade, as you can see here. No thanks to you guys. Obviously, with everything going on, well, I should say with all thanks to you guys. I'm sorry I messed that up. Wow, nice grammar there, Kyle. Good job. What I meant to say was that I am super thankful for you guys, because you guys are the reason that any of this is possible, all this gear in the studio and everything in between. So thank you so much. Make sure to like the video if you guys haven't already, and subscribe if you guys are new here. We talk about Shiba Inu, crypto, stocks, and anything related to any kind of financial market in the world, and we try to provide news, entertainment, analysis, and of course at the end of the day, value to hopefully help you guys understand more about your investing journey and everything you're doing in between, and make it more accessible and easy to understand, especially if you're a young person. But let's get that out of the way, guys. We're talking about Shiba Inu today, guys. We are down just about 2.41% on the day here. As you can see, we're on public.com. Speaking of public.com, if you guys want to pick up a free stock with public, you guys can hit the link down in the description below, where we have basically a free stock that you guys can get when you use our link and sign up and deposit $1. That's literally all you have to deposit. It's a great win-win for everybody involved, and it's just overall a great brokerage that we personally use and love using. You guys can hop on there, follow us on there, and you can keep up to date with what we're buying, what we're selling, and everything we're talking about in both the stock and the crypto markets, guys. It is a cool platform, and it is something that we have really come to love and enjoy using over the past year or so that we've been affiliated and involved with them, guys. We love them, and we hope that you'll love them too. So hit the link down in the description below. But let's talk exchange listings, guys. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have some exchange listings to talk about today, which is always, in my opinion, a very fun topic, because usually there's really no bad news when it comes to exchange listings, right? We love when these exchanges list Shiba Inu, because not only does that mean it's starting to spread to even more, I guess what you could say globally, listed exchanges, but we also are going to see more people in general not only be aware of what Shiba Inu is, but of course be actively involved in the community and buying it, selling it, talking about it, whatever it might be. If anything, it adds to the numbers of the Shiba Inu army and helps it grow day by day. So as you can see here, this is on Coin Hako. The wait is over. Welcome to Coin Hako Shib. We heard the howls of the Shib army, and this good boy is finally on board. You can now trade Shib in SGD, USD, VND on Coin Hako, and you can learn more here, and that kind of just has like a little thing and everything. Now, Coin Hako, from what I kind of understand, is not that big of an exchange. We can check it here. They only have about 7,944 followers. Keeping that in mind, though, there is still a decent amount of people using it, and again, like I said before, any exchange in my opinion that is listing Shiba Inu right now is overall a good thing, right? It's overall a good piece of news, and either way, it's something that the Shiba Inu army can rally around and look at and say, hey, this is awesome. I'm so glad that they listed it. Now we have another exchange listing here. We have Travala. Travala is verified. This is a $3 million a 3 million travel products worldwide. They pay with 60 cryptos and credit cards. So Travala is a very interesting kind of thing, right? We can go to their website to learn a little bit more. Again, this video is not sponsored by them, but I just kind of want to give you guys an understanding of what this is. This is basically kind of like a Travelocity, a travel site, a hotel site that lets you get basically the best prices guaranteed on a bunch of different hotels and stuff, right? So that's kind of what they do. And what's interesting about them is they accept crypto, right? You can pay with 60 cryptos, credit card, debit card, 24/7 support, all that kind of fun stuff. But as you can see here, the big piece of news that we're focusing on is here. So the Travala listing token battle. Help choose who will go head-to-head in the battle to win a Travala.com listing. AVA Smart members who will vote will share $30,000 worth of rewards. So they're having a little kind of bonus here for $30,000 worth of rewards. But here are the kind of main competitors that we're seeing in this, I guess you could say this whole kind of the voting process. We have a few different coins. Axie Infinity got blown out of the water, 1.7 votes. Floki, which it looks like at the time, these are the final results. So this poll is over. Floki, of all things, won, or it looks like pretty much kind of came out ahead and took over that overwhelming sweep. But we have Shiba Inu with a close second. And you're probably wondering, well, why are you reporting about this if Shiba Inu isn't even getting listed? But that's the point. The fact that they're even talking about Shiba Inu in the first place does imply, obviously, a fair amount of interest. And again, there was 26% of people who voted for this in the first place. And as you can see here, the comments have a very similar, if not, pretty much the same sentiment. There's a lot of Floki stuff, don't get me wrong, but as you can see here, the Shib army is still showing up in force to try and kind of just show to them, hey, we're not quiet. We're not going down without a fight. Obviously, we want to be here and we think we should be here, right? Now, let's get into the kind of last part of today's video, guys. I want to talk about some whales, some movement in the markets, and just overall what is going on with Shiba Inu from a fundamental, a technical price standpoint, right? So this is what the chart looks like, at least on the 6-month 2-hour chart. Again, if we look at the past couple of days, this has been the movement that we've been viewing overall. Not terrible, right? We had a really nice pump here on November 19th, and unfortunately, going into November 20th, we had a kind of nasty little downturn here to the downside. We are starting to bounce at this level right here, and we have formed a fair bit of green candles since then. Now, if we can sustain at this level and continue to go higher or continue to make higher lows than the previous low, that is obviously a bullish indicator, right? But again, that has to kind of play out. And the only way to see that play out, obviously, is to kind of wait and see what happens. There's still a lot of buyers in the market. Volume is starting to kind of decline overall. We're seeing a lot less social interest in this coin just because there's less and less people who are talking about it in general, meaning that, of course, there are going to be less buyers, less sellers, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right, guys? If we look back here, we go all the way back to here, this was when volume was very, very low, right? We had that first initial rally. Everybody kind of sold out who were paper hands, and they just were like, all right, we're out. And then all that was left was the holders, right? The hodlers, if you will. Those were the people that were left at the end of the day, and those are the people that pretty much took advantage, or I guess had a lot to gain from this specific kind of movement in the price category and everything. And I just think it's very interesting to see where we've gone since then and how we are continuing to expand now. Now, one thing I really want to point out, guys, though, is like I said with the volume and everything, I want to go back to that point, is that with volume steadily decreasing, all that becomes left in the market is the holders, like I said before, right? And the holders, when that is all that is left in the market, typically, not always, but typically, we can see some very interesting movement, because holders, what they do to the value is that they don't decrease the value. If anything, they're just, the value becomes stagnant, right? And then all that's left in the market are holders, no sellers, right? So nobody's selling it. So therefore the value can't really dip too heavily, if anything, unless there's a massive catalyst that affects the algorithm that actually predicts this value. But again, most of what we're going to have is just holders and then new buyers, right? New buyers who are new to the coin, new holders, and then they are going to go into the coin. And then all this coin needs after that to break out towards the upside, similar to what we saw here, is one little piece of news, right? We need one little tweet from Elon Musk. We need a catalyst that's going to happen. We need a new NFT drop, something like that, to all of a sudden the price will more than likely, again, this isn't guaranteed, but more than likely explode towards the upside. We've seen this happen time and time again before. And again, I still think it is very, very possible. Now, that being said, when that will happen, we have to see, guys. I'm still waiting, like I've said in every other video before, a big consolidation period to kind of take place here, and we haven't really had that happen yet. But that being said, I do think that it is still possible. We are making lower or higher lows and lower highs, or sorry, higher highs and higher lows, rather, to push towards the upside. Which is a good thing. It is a bullish indicator. But again, this is a waiting game, guys. Patience is so critical. And you might be wondering, wait, you said something about whales at the beginning of this. The reason I said stuff about whales was because we had two major whales, right, sell these these candlesticks are whales, right? Super stereotypical whale candlesticks, giant, huge red candlesticks. That is typically what you see in your average whale selling off, basically. That's kind of what happens when the whales sell, right? And you can see the similar thing with these green candlesticks. Some of these shorter term green pump candlesticks, these are typically whales buying more Shiba Inu. And what is interesting is that the whales sometimes will kind of collaborate with each other and try to time their sells with kind of the ebb and flow of the market, and they will try to get a good setup for people, for bigger whales to buy the dip, to be able to buy a kind of manufactured dip, and then hopefully, obviously, it will go up in the future as whales collaborate to try and make it break out in the future. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about that. I think it's a very interesting take either way. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.